The press conference is to put to light what is happening and what is going to happen. The NRM Electoral Commission, as an organ of the NRM party, released the roadmap for internal elections to get flag bearers for different positions, but also to get members who should be members of the party structure. The first election we have is tomorrow, 6th May 2025. That is the party structure elections, but we shall also be electing flag bearers for LOC1. We released the roadmap on 24th. We released the roadmap for expression of interest from 24th to 30th. Once the roadmap was released and people expressed interest, they had 5 days for campaign, from 1st to 5th. Tomorrow, 6th, there will be no campaign. It will be time for election. So what is the program tomorrow? Every village in Uganda, except in the district of Rubirizi, will be holding barazas as a precursor to elections. They will be holding baraza as a precursor to election at 12. We request the NRM fraternity to start assembling at 8 up to 10, because in that time, the register will be read out to you. The names of people in the register will be audited by the village people to prove that, one, a member in the register is a true member of the village. To the extent that if people have been smuggled into the register, from 10 to 11, the members who have assembled will scrutinize the register. Audit of the register by the people who own it at the village level in a mass party like NRM is the right procedure. So as a secretariat this time round, we've decided that let the people audit the register themselves through a baraza. We call names, people say that one's alive. We call names, people say that one died. If they indicated you died and you're around, they will say that person is here, and we cross. If you have moved away from a village to another village, the people will say that one migrated, that one relocated. The chairman of the party has issued a sound bite in all your media fora, indicating what should happen in that baraza. What will happen in that baraza? The baraza for every village will be done at a specific location that the village always has as a meeting point. Not far away from the people come together, they sit, names are called one by one by the village registrar. The focal point person in this exercise is the village registrar. The village registrar will call names, the people say, yes, that's ours, that one died, that one is alive, that one migrated. At the end of the exercise, those who died will be crossed off. Those who migrated in front of the people, as they say that one died, you get a rule and cross him off and indicate died. If they say relocated, the whole village says he's relocated, that one relocated. If an FDC, NUP, DP is in the register, the people in the village know them. And if they call a name and say, that one is for NUP, cross it. Unless he was in NUP, he signed with us an oath of allegiance and he came back to NRM. We have enough NRM members. So one opposition people who infiltrated this baraza will sort you out. If politicians had infiltrated the register with the wrong people, children from schools who have now gone back to their homes, people will say, those are children of a school so-and-so or school such and such, cross them, and we shall cross them. at the final end, when that exercise is over, the eligible voters will have been separated from the non-voters. The voters will go on one side, the non-voters will go on the other side as observers. And the election will start. What are we electing? We are electing members of NRM structure of mainstream. The 5, the chairperson, vice chairperson, secretary treasury, secretary publicity, and secretary finance. That is mainstream. Now the youth, the PWDs, they will also go and elect their own 5-5. They call them special interest groups. Once the main election starts, we shall start with the structures of the party first, and LOC will be the end, because LOC can cause chaos and election is disrupted. We shall start with the structure elections and then go to LOC. If in any village it is found that the structure is not complete, some people did not come, and because the ABCD, and they didn't fill a position, as electoral commission, I now recommend that in the baraza, those positions will be filled. If, for example, 2 positions are missing in the structure and the villagers have sat, they should tell them who can fill this position. Because there's no cost paid, then they fill that position. That is the exercise for tomorrow. I want to call upon everybody to follow the president and chairman's advice. We requested the chairman to go to his village. He accepted willingly. Mama accepted willingly. Tomorrow, they will be in their baraza, in the specific villages in Rwachtura and the specific village in Intungam. I have visited the villages already. I'm going to visit them again, and I found them very credible villages, meeting point. Look at the president and champion of Uganda's peace going for a structure election of his party. What about you, a member of NRM seated at home? What business do you have that can make you not go for your baraza? The essence of a structure of a mass party is that the structure leaders of a mass party are the ones who actually audit government at the village. That's how important it is. We are doing this in 72,000 villages in Uganda. Now, if we get the 30 leaders in every village, 30 times 72,000, the NRM will have over 2.1 million leaders who are above 18. And if we want to vote the president, we already have 2.1 million votes for the president. Now, if we ask them to go with their children who are voters, to carry even 1111 to the polling station, we shall have 4.2 million votes. So where is opposition? You, the press, where is it? Do you see it? Can they mash us? NRM's problem is how to manage its own success. That's the only problem NRM has in Uganda. And they don't manage that success. They want to refer to the president always. No. Leaders at different levels must make sure they manage success of NRM. If Myoga funds come, you must manage. If PDM comes, you must manage. Youth livelihood comes, you must manage. That is how to manage. The youth. I want to call upon the youth to participate actively in the election. The youth of the structure will be from 18 years to 35. I want to emphasize this because there's some confusion already created in Kampala by some leader. The youth of the structure will be from 18 to 35, but the youth who go for National Council will be 18 to below 30. Why are we doing that? The party wants to bring everybody. If you say the youth from 31 years to 35 should be out, the chairman says no, you'll have chased people out of the party. Since they are just going to be in the party structure, they are not going to compete to be MPs, let them be in the structure. That's the advice he gives us. So I want to clarify and clear the mess. I'm not a social media person, but I hear there are a lot writing in social media. The official mouthpiece of the Electoral Commission is the chairman, NRM Electoral Commission, or any commissioner of the commission. Not everybody should become a spokesperson on electoral matters. Not everybody. I repeat, whether you're a member of SEC, whether you're a member of the Political High Bureau, you must admit the only organ the Constitution gives mandate to conduct elections within the party and therefore speak to it is the NRM Electoral Commission. The only body that can be sued for mismanaging election through the Secretariat is the NRM Electoral Commission. Therefore, leaders of the party, allow us own our own dirt. Don't put that and make us own. Don't put out messages which do not resonate well with what the guidelines of electoral commissions are. Repeat and read verbatim for avoidance of doubt. On the youth, any Ugandan who is 18 years and above and below 35 years old and his or her name appears in the voters register shall be eligible to vote in elections for the NRM Youth League at the branch or village where he or she is registered. I repeat the next. 3, where a member of the NRM Youth League at village level wishes to become an NRM flag bearer for National Youth Council Committee at the village, such a person shall be aged 18 years and above, but below 30 years. So you have not locked out the ones below 30 years. You have also not locked out the ones above 30 years. That's how a party is built. Look at if you lock that block out, they go to Noop. And you know how many they are? They are 4.2 million. Statistics. The ones 30 years to 35 are 4.2 million. The ones 18 to 30 are the difference if you count them that they are 10 million youth. 18 to 30, boys are just growing. At 18 years, a child is growing. At 31, a child has formed his own mind. He wants Museveni. Why do you block them from Museveni? Why don't you want them to vote for Museveni? By blocking them out. The league is not paid for. Chairman is here. He pays his own money. The league is never paid for. But the people want to join the league to be in your party. And you block them. The chairman of the party said no. And since he told this to us, I'm also saying no. What about the elders? According to the NRM guideline which I'm reading, any Ugandan who is 55 years and above and her name appears in the NRM voters register shall be eligible to vote in elections of the NRM Elders League at the branch or village. NRM puts it at 55, but the National Elders League starts at 60. Do you see the point? Yeah. So why would you close this group and open for this group? Double standards. Under Tanga Odoi, I will not do that. I call upon all of you, members of NRM, tomorrow. Your registers are already here. We extracted a voters register from membership register. Go to your villages, Baraza. Make sure you audit the register. All politicians who have put posters for MP, if the register is wrong, you may not have a clean election. So all of you should now mobilize people of your side to go to the register. I submit. Thank you. Misunderstanding must be cleared in a civil way as a family called NRM. We should not allow family elections to take us to boxing, to Michael Tyson. I call upon all politicians. If Kashanyaraze had a problem last time, we in NRM are not like the Bourbon rulers in France who learned nothing and forgot nothing. NRM leaders learn a lot and change. I want to call upon them to make sure if there's any disagreement, I am in the region. And since the city is Mbarara, I will be more here, but monitoring other districts. I could come to rescue. Just call me on 0772-459-153. But I am aware that the chairman of the party is setting up a team of political bishops in every region to handle the post-mortem of 2020 primaries and 2021 general elections. There will be a team from Mbarara to meet people, to talk to them, to iron out those differences which lead to escalation of violence. So that team is coming after the structure elections.
Echokubaza yanahiga abantu bona kugenda omukalulu waka akakalulu kakuru mnonga okora structures amadara gapati gechibina cyane foundation alevozi muze kuronda abantu banyu buri cyanga buri cyaro ombiyare mutwaro mushazo ne 12 abantu bazeyo batandike bombeke amadara the structures twinemu mainstream twinemu abagurusi twinemu abantu n'abantu batanu batwano abo twinemu abasigazi twinemu abazeyi twinemu nabine oburemu aha mbiri yawo yayongera yagirangu akarwaka kutukuzamu mukama wako nyencha kare ni register wa gomboro ni register wa cyaro nuwo mukama waka ruwaka ahacha nuwayine ekigabi kikayo omukarukaho timemba wa parliament ti chairman wa party ti mayor nuwakino obuzulani zibwa yayonge yatwegese yatugirangu akaruwaka nibabetenga kutandika kushika amwanya ko kuterera mwakaruru shayi zibiri zakasheshe mpaka shayina kuzirabe shayina register wa cyaro ayiheyo register atandike kushoma amazina g'abantu kwara shoma amazina g'abantu egendura cyamo 1 no kumanya abatuze nguni babo ecyo kubanza ngo abatuze ni babo abantu babikiriza no ngo abatuze abo mu cyaro ni babo owafurukire ecyaro cyajya ngo nankakafuruka abataka bajya ngo nankakafuruka tarumu bashazemo ko baragiye ngo nankakafwa ngo bamushazemo ko baragiye ngo nanka tuwapate yitu no wanupu no wa sima FD zali pa fafa yani pa ngono wa pa fafa bamushazemo konka abataka bona bikirizine ticho muntu omwe ticha chairman LC1 ticha registrar abataka basamye cyaro so yatugirango omugasho munonga gwa barazeji no koditinga nari okubangu register yitu twagiboneza twena twikizo mu cyaro register yitu egi ni yeji nenyonjo tarumu bitoko tarumu bitokozo kweze cyatugira kutaraheze echo akaruka tandike akarunza kutandika naka structures konkoria kwaraheze kushoma register naza kubanza he abesimbere chance naza kwabesimbere chance kuze shamukaga akaruaka naza kutandika kuterwa shamukaga kakome 8 konkekira abandizeho nokwe naza kwanjura register naza kwanjura abatezi abantu abesimbere konkecha ataka cikireho ekiro cy'abantu bakimanye nyencha kare taro kugira ngo omurigesa nibongera mu muntu tukandika abantu basya otaragire murigesa takora ki takuzamu shana nibabasa ekibo kuza kora nini namba ataragitiro nibabasa kugitaho oba ataratiro simu nibabasa kugitaho konka taro kandika muntu musya omu register. So ekyo kukirangwe kwaranjurira abantu abakwenda kwesimba tizoba lya campaign n'okuramusya abantu bakamanya ngu ogu nanka kwaraheze bagende bemerera omu maisho hariya omu horizontal line kuba barabemerera omu maisho hariya abantu babaze omu mugongo line kwera abe ndingwa yaba ndingwa tukwenda line ibiri takwenda line ibiri naenda line emwe nibasa kukora yu line hekuherera atwire polling assistant ogwakuza kuyamba registrar aze enyuma ya line kwara aze enyuma ya line kandi baheza kuza omu line tariho bantu kuruga oku ngu yaza okwa kwara aze omu line there is no crisscrossing so batandike babare okubara chairman wanje yagira ngo okubara batego kubara omu rurimi abantu bakumanya tikubara mu Ruswahili tikubara mu Germany babaro mu Nyankore kandi bagambira yiguru omwe buri omwe ahuriye no wakuriya aheze registrar akora umurimo gwe ko kwiza ekyo kukirawe ba agent ba signing. So basically ebiyagamba ebikuru nibyebyo habarene kyakubuuza akibuuze tushobora.
The emphasis is voting starts at 12 to 2 throughout Uganda. Number 2, new registration during the voting time. We shall come back later.
Yahamisiriza yajanga Rubirizi district ya Rubirizi yoneza kutera Rwakashatu abo kuba bina Katare takwenda kutaha mu program ya Katare kabana kandi akaruru katandika mukaga kahwa munana omu Uganda yona kandi taro kandika mu yeki yachabisiriza taro garka kandika muntu musya omu register echa hotspot mamabuze echa hotspot so you had talked about the hotspot a few minutes before you came in. Our security is alert. We have been in contact with them, and after this press conference I'm going to meet all these DPCs, the central DPC here of the central police station, then the one for south and another one for north, so that we discuss how we but there are some areas here where they see virgin land and people are seeing their land, so their chairpersons, there's a lot of competition for those sales. So for that,
city is a city.
So for that matter, there's a lot of friction amongst the aspirants. This is why you see that in Mbara here, people made very big convoys. Love music, border.
That's the piece NRM ushered in.
Yes, so
should allow them to do their things.
So this is what we are going to do.
Thank you. I think the press, we are done with you. There, you are not there. But NRM is not ending tomorrow. Museveni is here tomorrow. I'll declare him for 2026. He's the only candidate I will have. And beyond. You want to bring another candidate? No. So let them wait.
Otaratunje chance kuzo mu register. Ateze kuturagaruka kokora register so mu karura kandi baritera konkaka aka nuwa kanigurika kwatara nensi otaye mu register to katera.
Now outside the register, the press, may I request the people of Western Uganda to rise up in large number, to update in the national registers. May I request the people of Western Uganda to come up in large number to follow up the register of Justice Byabaka.
odyo murimbarra ninga notekateka kwijo murimbarra aba link suits beno buraro bw'amaani munonga kandi bene n'ebitanda birungi tibakakoma buraro bene ne bala nungi bozirime ekyo kunywa kya buli muringo bene na hotero halimu emmere y'ekiraguju nangwa n'ekijungu kandi orende emmere y'okutwara owabo ba link suits nakyo barakikora ekyo mujungu ari kweta ngu ni take away bene na sauna na steam ogesero na massage basa kubura bayikira kugira ngo bakuwe buhereza obwe parking yabo ne yamani munonga kandi nimpango ebyo kwerinda byabo biri guruguru munonga kandi aba link suits barashango mu rurembo rwambara omuri Katete waruga parking ya boda boda ya St Mary's ori kwenda kubuking orabasa kurabera namba ze smage 079 kaga na mwenda kandi orabasa kugamba na director wa link suits ori kurabera namba ze smage 0 kaga nemwe 5595 ogesero ne ya 0 kaga nemwe 5595 twena katurukangira link suits kugira ngo tutungo buhereza burungi.
The block called Western Uganda. Help us and all of you update, check your names in the National Register of Justice Byabakama. Because the election will only be for those in the register. If you sit home with your NIN, you have identity card, you don't go, you are making us lose that vote. I called upon the people in the north, I'm now calling upon the people in Western Uganda. I was in Eastern last week, I did the same. Go and check your names and particulars in even Justice Byabakama's register. Because after primaries, we are going for that one. And we need to win with a landslide. Uganda cannot be handed over to people who are not ready. We cannot make Uganda an experimental lab for political amateurs. That everyone forms a party and says, I win NRM. NRM came from blood to liberate the country. So we are not just going to play about with the vote. That's why all of you should go and check your names in the voters register of Justice Byabakama, so that we don't mess up the country by having lower votes or someone voting in unscrupulous leaders. Leadership is not just a player place. Museveni has led the country for all these years in peace and total development. I come from Tororo. The Tororo we were living in was not the same. Oh, poverty, poverty. Poverty is in the mind of people. Have they refused to go to gardens? No. Can you go to open a shop in the trading center? Yes. Use your brain. Get out of it. Mindset change. Don't tell us poverty today, poverty tomorrow. What are you doing about your household income? The government is putting a Myoga, PWD, parish development model. Please go for that money. Roads are being worked on. You can drive from one border of Uganda to another without a roadblock. We grew up in roadblocks. So don't play about with Uganda. And you people from the West, don't play about with the leadership. I have said it. You play with the leadership, you are playing with us. We from the East want Museveni. We have endorsed him as sole candidate. We shall endorse him again as sole candidate, up to when he says he's tired. Because his family sacrificed to lead us. Thank you.
Ganje bangetaka tuirepore karamuzi ni nkora ko mwezi wa arasise wambara site ningenda kwameza abantu bambara site nyencha karitsa kutera karuruka inaremu mbara site tine seruzi igana kinana na mukaga temanyisa ngusaka tine polling stations igana kinana na mukaga kandi Dr.Tanga Odoi commissioner wa electoral commission wa inaremu yakishobora yabgamba hoki kureka ngenda kwameza abantu nyencha kare nsakiza kurenga twakura deployment pa deploying we in touch with the police saka menga shwa kureba ngo seruzi already twakoze ibokota identification of some seruzi ezinemu problems ezinemu yokutekata na wasakureta nkechizubu nimbaza kuzimentioninga honkesha tonkayina eyoko banza tuyine Katete Central mazokutera a St Mary's playground aho tuyine wonka buremba 1 na buremba 2 nayo twatungire ngo ariyo problem twatungire Katengeto seru no Rangeru twatungire kachenje Easter aho abseraho na Korano Warrior ahwa umurem gina ward. Na some other states already to gathering information because our teams the securities on the ground is intelligence work. Ikinkireta ba chairpersons akwira competition ya mani okwahenda kwa mani. So nisekatego na basubije kuzira mu problems zaba abatezi bakarukurwana kwenda kuranda polling stations. So ntena nyenda gambira abantu mwene. Kora gezo na kweta akavuyo kona nyencha gara polling station baza kukwata. So kabe nimbashaba abantu mwena abakuteka kwenda kutabura obusinge wabanya Uganda kutabura obusinge wabantu bainaremo abataka runyencha kare you better stop. Mwabukora you'll be arrested for nothing. So kabe nimbashaba kayindure umutakazo muvuyege yona yo kureta kutubuza obusinge afutera karuru. Ngabe nimbashaba tigira karuru karungi turodabe meze bito barungi orasinge nuwogo tumhagire twena konka takatabura obusinge oburayibya polling station zeto mustayiteke. Ngenda kwebaza the series is takwenda futera because there are some series abaje kwekora mu murungi bakatera karuru nyencha kare buze kwa mashoma zina gonka bakuza futera. So kayinde nabeshengereza nyencha kare mutakarita muvuyo afutera karuru. Series zana gambo ro twasimanye twatunga intelligence yeyitu bagira ngo series zana gamba hwezezo already are problems. So kabe nimbashaba ngumutakagize ikintu cyona cyo kureta cyo kubuza obusinge abantu beto baje kutera karuru nyencha kare. So kanyinske baba bagambire bino kutera karuru kemiringo ebiri aka structure amona dokona fraga biara wapate wainira ma at zero level. So mina kimeni mtimanya musaka banza nakaburu kengi ka structure nyencha kare. Structure ni maisa abantu batano aba mainstream nabandi batano ba chairperson ba leagues nabantu batano. So basinyencha kare asero sakushera abantu 30 asero 30 people no na chairperson mu fraga bino bashatu no mu butarashirire nyencha kare. So ginangana abantu bari bakimanyete baketegereza. Yes. Amazina gage mangetaka twirepore karamuzi ni nkora nkomwezi wa RCC wambara city kana gen secretary wapate wambara city.